Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 2 between Tanner and Farid Rommel in the final group stage of Season 10 of Steel Division 2 League. Let's dive right in. Alrighty folks, so here we are, we're on Bobr. And on the left here in red, we have P.Uri.Tanner playing Task Force 45 on Maverick Income. And on the right hand side in the blue, we have Farid Rommel playing 14th Infanterie on Vanguard Income. So fascinating choice here, specifically for Farid. 45th, Task Force 45, not terribly shocking. It's a very solid division, good infantry options and stuff, get a nice spattering things. It is a little lacking in AT for sure. The builds of these two guys, really interesting here with, Farid appears to be planning to go very deep into this game. He's got 111 units of infantry. I mean, it's a long ways. No air AA and A phase. I mean, that's ballsy. Tanner, a little bit more balanced of a build. Still pretty. He's got 2 cards in C, but certainly not the numbers that 14th is doing, although the quality of his infantry are much higher. So let's zoom in here. T70, M1A1 Destroyer, Cavalry Scouts, Converted Gunners UK, and a 90mm AA piece. That's very strong 2K range unit there, mostly for AT, honestly. Then a little bit south of that, we have Cavalry Scouts, 2 more Converted Gunners UK, a Bantam, the Batmobile, Cavalry Scout, and the 75mm Howitzer right off the bat. We saw him use this in another game very effectively. Basically, it's like a mortar with infinite range. Then we have some Cavalry Scouts, more Batmobiles, M2 Heavy Machine Gun, some Converted Gunners US, and then a T70. And then down south, more Converted Gunners US, some Converted Gunners UK, and that's it. So 3 and 2 of those. Over here for Farid up north, we have an Urzat MG, an FK288 is this 3 converted over for the Axis with radio. Then we have Stostrup MP44, some Sikrungs going into the town here. Then in the middle, we have Stostrup, more Stostrup Urzats, Sturm Pioneer Sikrungs, and that's that. And then down south, we have 2 Urzat MGs, an IG-290, which is it's like a junky assault gun. Then Fusilier DP and an FK-288. Up north, we did see a few more Urzats going down. So it looks like Farid's really going for quantity over quality here. Just a ton of crappy infantry. I'm shocked to see Urzats coming out of 14th because you already have cheap infantry. Like your infantry are already dirt cheap. So I don't see the need for bringing in junkier cheap infantry. Like I'm not 100%. I don't 100% understand it. Sikrungs though, I really like this unit. The AT rifle, really strong. We also now see 2 Stug 3s coming down. We see the new Ace here. The I think it's new. Is it not new? I'm not really sure, but it does look cool. Let's zoom in really quick to catch that camo and stuff. Nice. Very nice. If you guys enjoy this content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon if you love the channel. Here we go. So Focke-Wulf 190 coming in. This thing has 4 bombs as well, so very solid recon plane. Can disrupt an opener. We'll see if he'll use it that way. I mean, I assume, if Tanner unloads this 90mm way back here, it's going to be a long time before it's anywhere significant. But if he doesn't unload it, and it gets, no, it doesn't look like he's got the target. Oh, nope, now he's going for that. Did he retarget? He retargeted. Oh my god, if he catches this 90mm, that'd be insane. That would be absolutely bonkers. He does unload in time. Bombs are away. Cannot kill off the 90. It didn't even do a ton of damage because it hit the transport. Tanner right on the micro gets it right back into the vehicle and it's off again. Now, these Stostrup are pushing across the bridge here. Nice to see getting that early. It's very possible for this side to grab that. Bazooka does get off, kills off one of the Stostrup. Sikrung's coming in. He has to unload. Bazookas reload really fast. Stostrup MP44, though, they have a nice little bit of range. Nothing going down south. This is a common place for Blue to push, but he's not this time. Probably a good call. He's making a lot of progress up north. Urzat Blob pushing forward here. There's not much to stop him. T70, though, is going to be an F3. Although this F288 definitely can kill it, but it's got to get out before it does. It's going really deep. Farid's going way too far. He does unload in time. F288 unloading there. Now we have some Lukes coming in as well. Here comes another Focke-Wulf. FK288 trying to get on target. Fails with the help of the M10. I'm like reflexively hitting the retreat button. 90mm pushing off that second Focke-Wulf. 1311 currently for Farid. T70 picking on that FK288. Man, these things are so obnoxious. They're so good. This is one of the best units in Task Force 45, straight up. Nice 1750 range. You get the, I think you get the APCR. Am I imagining that? You do not get the APCR. But with the recon and everything, and it's extremely fast. Faster than most vehicles. FK-288 already went down. Stug 3 pushing forward. There was smoke coming down, but the Stug 3 is going to get past it. Although against the M10 and the T70, that's a bad matchup there. The Batmobile going to be an issue. Sikrun can definitely kill it, but it's got to get in range of it and get some good shots off. The Bontom really close. Stug 3 just going for it. Oh. Now the thing is, the T70 dies in one shot, but oh no. Oh. That was rough. That was rough. Farid being a little over aggressive, which is often his style, not gonna lie. He is a very aggressive player out of that Fox clan. They push hard and they push fast and they don't let up. It's currently 13-11 for Farid. He's picked up this one flag here. It's got an okay position, though. It's not super deep. And there's a lot of infantry there waiting for him. Specifically, the converted gunners US are the more dangerous of them. Falco trying to get in again. 90 mil landing a good hit. It's already smoking. 90 mil being moved. Tanner actually picking it up and moving it. Fascinating. You don't see that very often. Here comes the howitzer now. Going after that FK-288. Farid really needs that FK-288 too to kill off some of this light armor. Sikrun's trying to push forward. Uh-oh. Converted gunners UK not super dangerous, but still out of cover. Sikrun's are going to get chopped up here. Taking a lot of damage. He's going after the Bontom, and he fails to get there. Luke's coming in. This is a very good weapon for here. The only danger is the cavalry scouts. Here comes an A20J recon. And the funny thing is, like I mentioned, Farid has no AA and A. None at all. He's got a BF-109 G2, which is a terrible fighter. Luke's just driving in. Nothing will stop him. Stolz Troop MP44 gets wrecked. These converted gunners really pump out the damage. They have a light machine gun. They have 13 semi-automatic rifles. The grease guns, whatever. It's having 13 semi-automatic rifles that really does the work, and having a BAR tossed on top of that too is a lot. Scouts taking a lot of damage from the MP44s. Of course, the Batmobile doing what it does, being really annoying. Now we have a huge push down south from Farid. There's no AT here. That's the one thing with Task Force 45 infantry. They don't have AT for the mass majority of them. The Niseis do, but that's about it. And Niseis don't show up until, Niseis? I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But anyway, so they're the only ones with bazookas. The cavalry scouts are what, you know, the only thing that's bazookaed up. UK gunners getting caught out by the Lukes there. But Glide Pioneer, this is one of the few super high quality infantry this division has, that 14th Infantry has. Basically got garbage infantry and then the Baglite, the set of Baglites, both the regular and the Pioneer version. The 90 mil caught in the transport. Oh, Farid tried to retarget and failed. There's now 3 howitzers on the field. Lukes are just tearing through stuff, but this M5A1 a nice counter to it. Enough armor to bounce those autocannon shells. Is there any AT coming here? There's not even any Sikrungs or anything. JU-88 coming in does miss the 50 cal. Converted gunners push back. Farid on a 15-9. Wow, this guy's, he's just relentless. Where's the 15-9 coming from? Oh, this flag. And this one. And that one. Now I see it. Baglite's getting pinned down by the artillery. Oh, down goes the Sikrung to the 90 mil. What a little, like, spot there. Freaking machine gun car here. 81 mil going after the 9 mil. It's really important. They're really strong. And since Tanner brought these only in A, he's only got 2. Here comes the M5A1s. These are going to be an issue. The Lukes do not stack up well against these. Gets a pen right off the bat, and down it goes. Yeah, these Lukes are wonderful, but they're not beating. They're the bane of their existence is dumb little light tanks like this. Can absolutely tear through them. M4A1 even better at that. MP44 takes out the converted gunners. Yeah, the junk infantry on the run. I mean, Farid was making progress. The issue is he's taking a lot of losses doing. Remember, he's Vanguard, so you know, Tanner's gonna have a huge advantage in B. And I get the rush. I get Farid's rush here. I mean, he's obviously, again, Vanguard. One of the M5A1s did go down to the combined arms of the Lukes. So, bully for him. Will he be able to take out the second one? Gets a loader knockout. That's huge. Sight damage as well. Not as important, but M5A1 will get away. Urzat MG in this position, a little strange. Luke's still the big dog on the street right now. Havoc flying around, giving lots of information. We still have 2 minutes left here in A phase. 90 mil still alive. The 81 mil mortar still going after it. FK288 took a lot of damage. Won't last much longer. Six-Wing's trying to push across the river here. It will get across. I don't think there's anything here to stop it now. Although, unless... Nope, nobody's going after this guy. Cavalry scouts, of course, very dangerous. They'll kill that Luke's anytime, the moment they get an eye on it. Can the 81 mil mortar do what it needs to do? It can. 90 mil goes down. It's a nice kill there. Stug 3 now up on the hill. The destroyer, though, very dangerous for it. Luke's now pushing in here. There's nothing to stop it. There's not even any cavalry scouts or anything in a dangerous spot for him. Urzat's flowing in after. I mean, this is the advantage of all your infantry costing 20 points or less. I mean, of course, he's got the Baglites, but he doesn't have very many of those. Cavalry scouts should get spotted by the MG42 here. Luke's is doing some other stuff right now. Chopping through some converted gunners. Focke-Wulf coming in. There's no AA on this side. I'm assuming it's going for the scouts. It does. It takes him out. The Luke's is once again safe. And here it comes. Although the infantry have been absolutely wiped out. There's nothing here to really fight infantry-wise. And it's possible Farid's almost out of infantry in A. He's been calling them in piles. M5A1, though, kills off the Luke, so now that armored force there is now gone. Stug 3 on the hill here. Bullying some infantry. It needs to do that. His biggest man on the block right now with his M10 will ruin its day. M5A1 goes down to the FK288. Nice kill there. Still 14-10 for Farid. 15-9 now. And he doesn't even have this flag. 16-8. Okay. He's captured this one on the hill. Here comes double Stug. JU-88 now coming in with that. Oh, with the A dead, he's going for some artillery. Oh, this is cheeky and I love it. Here it comes. Ba-da-bum, 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 ba-bum. Ooh, dead. All right. These howitzers are a pain in the butt. And he's made a lot of use of them already. I can tell he's already... I would be ticked with them too. So getting a free kill on a howitzer? Yes, please, all day. Wow, Farid made some ballsy deck building choices, and they are paying off hard. We are now into B phase, though. Here comes a P-47 Napalm. This thing is pretty insane. If this is the one I'm thinking of, and it is. I'm pretty sure it is. This will probably could kill this Stug 3. No, it didn't. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. I've seen this thing just, like, delete infantry squads and stuff, and a lot of times that can still do quite a bit of damage to armored targets. The Stug, though, just driving on through. Driving on through. FK288 getting caught up with the converted gunners. Definitely not great. Although it's outside of the... the only thing hitting it is one BAR, so it's going to have some time. It's taking some damage, but it will have time. Baglite Pioneer and MG42 moving in. He needs that Baglite to unload, like, immediately now. Or he does, and he is in range of the MP44, which means it is actually doing some damage. Pack 40 on the hill now, too. JU-88 does have... Oh, yeah, it does have triple 20 mil, so it actually should strafe quite well. It's got a little machine gun to help out, too. Although he's now losing this flag randomly. Farid losing his 15-9 because of this cheeky grab by Tanner. Stug 3 dying close range to the M4A1s. The M4A1s will bully these Stugs at close range. It's actually quite frustrating, but it is what it is. P-51 going after the JU-88. He will gatch it, and it should go down. P-51s are very undergunned. With only 4 Brownings, you don't really put out enough damage to really, like, wipe things out of the sky. Takes a fair bit of time on target. It's surprising to see this double vetted, too. Now, the M4A1's gonna be an issue. We got Baglites. All this is non-AT infantry. And this Stug 3 at close range is not gonna enjoy its time. Especially when it turns and gets side-shotted by this M4A1. Oh, Farid, why did you do that? Why would you drive your most expensive and most precious infantry unit down the center in a suicide run? Will it even get one shot off? It actually bounces. I cannot believe it. That happens so rarely. Will it get two? It will not. And now the M4A1 will absolutely destroy every single unit here. Farid he's just going. He doesn't even care. I don't know if he not watched. He just gave an attack order and looked somewhere else. Like, that must be what he's done. This M4A1 is going to absolutely destroy everything. He's going to get all his Beglites and Pioneer SVT surrendered. Oh my god. I did not approve of that. And Tanner now on the 1410. What a flip. What a flip. And we're in Maverick, so like Tanner's only going to get stronger here. And Farid is only going to get weaker. Trying to get into this flag here. There's that MG caught out in the open, not firing for God knows what reason. It's in a glitch, so it's not like deploying and shooting. It's actually infuriating. This glitch happens relatively often. And for whatever reason, I don't know why these units got all cut off. I really don't. This singular converted gunner like somehow cut all these units off. Which is kind of hilarious. It's cavalry scout on return fire along with these converted gunners. M4A1 is just tearing through stuff. Farid took so much. Oh, that was not worth the trade. Farid's losing a lot of his high quality infantry here, and he doesn't have many. He's going to be forcing to rely on 20-point poop. And again, 20-point poop is okay, but it's not good. Nisei rifles do get caught out, though. Trying to reconnect with these troops on the hill. We get one connection here. Here comes the bubble. With the converted gunners dead, all these things should reconnect up here. He probably will recapture this flag. There it is. They're back to a 13-11 now for Farid. Back on the tick. Although the center position is now being pressured. And he's the M4A1 did actually go down to this Stug 3, I assume. Or the Pack 40 got down the road on it. These are Stug 3 F8s, by the way. This is in the AT tab. They have lower armor. Same exact gun, just lower armor. It's an odd unit that is in very few divisions. The Glide should win this, but again, these converted gunners put out so much more damage than you think they do. Like, you're like, oh, this will be easy. It's a disheartened unit. It's whatever, but it's not. It's an infantry unit. P-51 with a nice bomb loadout, chunking some infantry up here. T-70, M4A1 continue to bully the top of this hill. Stug 3 now going after it. Now, Stug 3 missing some armor, but at this long range, it still should have the advantage. Gets the kill on the M4A1. That's big. Now, the T-70, though, is a little bit more dangerous, but he only needs one hit. He's going to get it. Takes out 2 pieces of armor. That's key. Now, now all of a sudden, Tanner's looking a little weak here. Cavalry Scout's still in position here, though. Ju-88 Napalm Bomber. Oh, I want to see it. Let me see it. Okay, stuff is happening down south. I'm sorry, we just gotta watch this. This is such a beautiful unit. It's just a freaking sheet. Oh, it takes out the M4105! Why? And now that Stug 3 finding one of the M4A1s. M4A1 misses, trying to get out of line of sight. What a play! 15-9 for Farid now again. And now he's crushed this southern hill. Oh my goodness. Tanner on the back foot. Focke-Wulf coming in, looking for something to bomb. Batmobile goes down to the I don't know what it went down to, the FK-288, I think. Oh no, maybe one of the Stugs. Probably the Stugs. Stugs now have all of this stuff forced out, and this is why people fight so hard over this ridge. Once you lose it, getting back into it sucks the biggest nuts. It's just awful. And double Stug 3 versus Task Force 45 is actually going to be pretty hard to kill. Here comes a 6-pounder. It's not going to be great. It even gets to the battlefield. Well, it gets all the way up to the battlefield. Stug 3 now in as well. Catches out the... Well, both of them have caught out this M4A1. This M4A1 going to lose this fight, without a doubt. Yep. And out it goes. He did take one of the Stugs with him, because that Stug had already been hit. Havoc trying to take a shot at that Focke-Wulf. P-51 going after it as well. Still no AA out for Farid. Bunch of Lukes is coming in all over the map. This flag going to be under pressure soon enough. What a turnaround for Farid. I really thought it was falling apart for him and Tanner was going to grab it. Focke-Wulf going after that howitzer. Oh. The loss of that 90 mil and Tanner's refusal to call in more AA is absolutely slapping him in the face right now. Urzak goes down to the cavalry scouts. Still 15-9. Focke-Wulf ballsily flying around. 2 Havocs out, supplying Tanner with all that beautiful information. He has killed one of the Stugs. I guess a 6-pounder got a hold of it. So 1 Stug down. One backing off. Ju-88 Bobr now going for the other RD piece. Oh my goodness. I've never seen so many howitzers bombed, ever. And Farid refuses to retreat his units again. There we go. Now he's finally falling out. Still 15-9. 7 minutes left here for Tanner. He can definitely still turn this around. He's still got 2 minutes left to Maverick income. And technically, he has more points on the board at that point for basically the rest of the game. He has recaptured this flag up north. Urzak does go down. Urzak MG goes down. Farid's got quite a little chunk of infantry over here, though. Nisei 6-pounders, though. They should be able to eat these things up. Tiger E might be an issue, though. Task Force 45 with not a lot of weapons that really cleanly deal with a Tiger, other than the 90 mil AA piece. That's about it, actually. M10 tank destroyers technically can, but they're a sad like weapon for it. They fail very often. Stug 3 takes a penetration. Bontum goes down. That's not what you want it to be aiming at. He must have manually targeted. Gets the bounce. Kills the M4A1. Wow, I wish my Stugs bounced ever. Oh, man, I'm so jelly. It's all right. Lucky him. P-51, boom, does finish off that Stug 3, so nice bombing run there. Still 15-9 for Farid, though. Tanner's got to get off this double tick. The southern position has been broken down, but more Begleit Grenadiers coming in. So the highest quality he's got. A pile of converted gunners coming in. No AT, though. Other M4A1's coming in, so if they get in close, they should do just fine. They got to get in close, though. 50 cal just lays down so much suppression, it's insane. The middle collapsing here for Farid, although there's nothing to capture. This is why I always tell people, don't overcommit to this little chunk of woods here. It doesn't matter. Keep your opponent penned in here, like just stuff on the hill, you know, some things here, and boom. They can have this all day long. It makes no difference. People like deploy hundreds of points into this chunk of forest, and it makes it doesn't matter. So Tanner finally brings it back to a 14-10 with the Stugs going down, all the armor support gone. Now the Bontum can like just 50 cal bully all these things. Luke's having a cheeky grab right now on this flag. Nisei rifles coming in, though. Those will be dangerous. The M5A1 should be able to clean things up itself. Begleit's getting forced off by the Bontum. Is that how you say? I'm assuming that's how you say it. The Bantam? Bontum? Bantam? Bontam. No. Bantam. I'm going to go with Bantam. I don't know. I'll just say whatever comes out of my mouth. 6-pounder in a nice little semi-hidden position here, waiting for a beautiful target. M10 right on the edge of this wood, but the Urzak definitely can see it. So this is not a surprise for Farid. 13-11 now. Tanner grabbing up another flag. M5A1 versus Luke's right at close range. Yeah, there it goes. All right, so nice kill there. Finally clearing out those troops. If you can find that Begleit, it'll really clear it out. Napalm strike hurts some stuff. Doesn't kill anything, though. Double M4A1 going to be a big issue. Not much to do to stop it. M4A1 going after the Stug 3 over here. Stug 3 turned the wrong way. M4A1 will probably get 2 shots off before the Stug 3 ever even lines up. Oh, and now it catches a transport. Ooh. Pack 40, though, now on the M4A1. And there it is. 2 shots. Finishes that Stug 3 off. M4A1 taking the fight. Not a great plan, not gonna lie. It will die. Even with the Pack 40 firing APCR. Finally gets out of the way after taking a lot of damage. Ju-88 coming in. Oh, Tanner cheeky grabbing this flag here. Bombs, though, hit it, and it will be forced off. Tiger E on the hill now. M4A1's run away. They have no chance on this thing. Focke-Wulf coming in now. 50 cals trying to stop it. It's going for that howitzer. Tanner has refused to call in more AA. I've never seen a guy play with no AA like this, like so persistently. It's not like Farid doesn't have an Air Force. It's one thing if you didn't see any planes, then sure, whatever. Napalm strike, look at this freaking thing. It's almost 1,000 meters of napalm sheet. Oh my god, I love this unit. It's so much fun. It's horrible at the beginning of the game. Please don't be a cheeser. Don't ever use it at the beginning of the game to cut off someone's road because you're a horrible person. But in like during game, oh my god, it's so much fun. It's an absolute hoot. M4A1's tearing through this infantry. Tiger a little out of position to find them. The M4A1's making sure it stays that way. His infantry are getting chopped down here. We're now into sea phase, so both players cut off of their big incomes. Here comes the P-51 with this nice big chunky bomb loadout. It's going for the Tiger. Yep, that's what I assumed. Every hit counts. That's going to do some damage. Not a lot, but everyone does. And Farid's line collapsing here. He's got nothing actually to hold this. Tanner's got a big bubble now. 12-12. We got about 30 minutes left. He has evened it up, but now he's got to pull all these points back. Nisei rifle's now in, and these things are deadly. Very good units. Thompson, bunch of M1s, 2 BARs, and a bazooka. Nisei searching for that Luke's. It's going to find it here. There it is. And boop, and Luke's down. This Pack 40 proving to be a serious issue. Here comes another Stug 3. Tiger's taking a lot of damage. Bunch of bombs from the Mitchell now. And Farid having called in no AA either. These players are on the no AA plan. Yes, I know Tanner called one in at the beginning, but he has not refilled it, and it's been a long time. It's been dead for quite a while. These M4A1s, absolute monsters against infantry, and they are doing what they do. Farid's line collapsing here. If we zoom out, he doesn't have much. The junky infantry have just disintegrated. Tiger E, which way is it facing? It is now facing side armor. That's dangerous. That's very, very dangerous. How fast do M4A1s fire? Feels like they shoot so much faster than that. 14-10 now for Tanner. What a turnaround again. This is I think the fourth swing of flags here. Oh no, now 15-9 to Tanner with this center section falling in on itself. I mean, Farid's re-grabbed the southern hill. That's nice. But the 6-pounders are going to keep him from, like, establishing control over the reinforcement route. P-51 around. And Spockel's going to get through again, I think. It is. It's going to kill another howitzer. Wow. Like, honestly, 140 mil would have prevented all of this. Like, 140 mil. Like right here. Right here. Anywhere, honestly. Other than down south. Would have prevented the insane loss of howitzers. Still at 15-9 now. Tanner on the double tick. 15 minutes left. He will win this if this continues. M5A1 going to be invincible against the Pioneer SVT. The bubble's only getting bigger. Ju-88 now coming in. There's no more howitzers to kill. P-47 coming in after that Tiger. Tanner's doing it the working man's way. By bombing it over and over again until it dies. Note, too, that Farid brought these Tigers... Oh, the Tiger dies to the napalm. Oh, my goodness gracious. Farid brought these Tigers in unvetted, which means he has 6 in B phase. I'm not sure when he was planning to bring out 6 Tigers on Vanguard income with the Tigers being in B phase. 13-11 though now. Farid's been able to push back a couple flags here, regain, get rid of the double tick. P-51 trying to get on the Ju-88. Again, it just doesn't have the firepower to really wipe this thing out of the sky. And now at this point, it's a little too knocked on the back and finally gives up the chase. Ju-88 will get out. With the Tiger dead, though, there's nothing stopping these M4A1s. They'll just chew through everything. Oh, just kidding. There's a Pack 40 here. And that will 100% stop these M4A1s. Tanner taking the fight again. Farid leaving APC on a second time. He's got an eyeball. Does he have howitzers left? No, he doesn't. I think it's just P-51 striking it. He is. 50 cals, though, not very good. I mean, like just 4, I should say. 4 50 cals, not very strong on doing A lot of damage. Luke's coming in, though. Wiping out some converted gunners. Might pop this bubble. P-51s do a little bit of damage, but certainly not a lot. Tanner back on the 59. His troops here, though, against the Stug 3 can do nothing. Cavalry scouts miss out the opportunity to kill this Pioneer, but the Pioneer will probably die anyway. Lots of planes in the air, and Farid still with no AA. Again, these P-51s really not strafing planes at all. M4A1's dropped way back. P-47 now. Now, it's got 8 machine guns, so it might do a little bit more if it's on target. Yeah, you know, the fact it's falling back, so it actually did quite a lot of damage there. Stug 3 takes some hits, probably from the 6-pounder. Tanner doesn't really have the troops to get back on this hill anymore. He doesn't need to, though. He's just a freaking hornet's nest up north here. P-47 still spotting out that Pack 40. He is going to strafe this thing to death, he has decided. How's he seeing it? Is there something I'm missing here? No? Oh, the Havoc. Obviously, the recon plane. Duh. And here comes the P-47. No, can't get around in time. And the Air Force now pulling out. No, wait, P-51. No, P-51 can't finish the job. Back to a 1410 with Fair grabbing this flag here. Nisei rifles might be able to delete that, though. Infantry going down here down south. The Luke's proving to be an issue at this point in the game. Converted gunners have nothing to stop them. They're going to get absolutely trashed. Oh, ouchies. 1 health Pack 40 still hanging about. It's got to be careful. It might take one of these Shermans with it. Double Sherman, though, absolutely crushing some freaking infantry here. The Bontom showing its back armor. It has nothing on the back of it, so it does go down to the Urzat MG. Ju-88 going for the M4A1 Shermans. Splitting up, though, to dodge the napalm. One does. Still may go down, though, to the... It's sitting on the napalm. It is just so fun. Mitchell bomber didn't drop its bombs. I'm not sure what it was going for, but whatever it was, it lost target and stopped. Finally, we see a flak drilling, but it's called down south instead of up north where the Air Force is like having fun. Oh, we're gonna have fun. Oh, girl, we're gonna have... Okay, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so little odd choice, but Farid back on the 1311. What? Pulling it back? What? He attack ordered the Mitchell onto the Ju-88. I'm not... Tanner, just call in some AA. Like, good lord. Like, I don't understand why this man refuses to call a piece of AA in. I think it's now a point he's making. Like, I can win without AA. I'm not a big fan. But good God, he refuses to call a piece of AA in. Maybe he just thinks the P-51s are going to do it, but P-51s are not very good fighters. Like, they're expensive. They don't do that much damage. There, we finally take out the Pack 40, but joke's on him. There's another Pack 40. Stug E assault gun. I don't know how much this thing even pens. It does pen plenty, so it's dangerous. If it hits. Hasn't hit, though. Yep. Nope. If it's using AP, then it's really not dangerous to this M4. He's bouncing the M4, though. Back to a 12-12. Tanner still has a long way to go. He's still got to, like, even up these points. Strelke SVT get the grenade off, kill off, well, force off one of the converted gunners. Stug 3 finally decides it's not a fight for him. T-51 still floating about. Here comes the flak drilling, though. This will end the reign of the free Air Force here for Tanner. 1311, he re-grabbed this flag. Well, this is not a re-grab. He grabbed this flag. He calls in the attack beacon on it, but there's no artillery to shoot it with. Havoc finally goes down to the flak drilling. Tanner's making some progress on the hill, but he needs this Nisei rifle in here to kill off this Luke's. Farid did bring in a B-face car to Luke's, which means he had 18 in total. Oh, the P-51 goes down, and he's flying the second right into it. Oh, good lord. Well, the fake AA that he had is now gone, and now there's another P-51 flying into that. Oh my god, Tanner has no respect for AA on either side of the map. Like, he doesn't even care. He doesn't need it himself, and he doesn't care if his opponent has it either. Good god. Luke's does go down to the M4A1, though. That's a huge kill. It'll allow his infantry to clean up all of this stuff. He'll re-grab this. So Tanner back on the attack. Nisei Rifles takes out an infantry transport. Now we'll chop through this Grenadier DP. C-phase carded Grenadier DP is 36 units. You get a lot of them. They are terrible, but you do get a lot of them. Pack 40 going after some infantry. Luke's does go down to the bazooka. Tanner back on a 15-9. Good god. 10 minutes left now, basically, for Farid, but here comes the waves of Grenadier DP. Pioneer SVT goes down to the Nisei Rifles. These Nisei Rifles are so good. What a beautiful infantry unit. Begleitgren versus Nisei. Usually I would go with the Begleits, but first of all, the Begleits are out of cover, and the Nisei are double star versus single star. So, and I don't really know what Farid's going for here with that funny bit of micro. Problem is there's another Nisei rifle that'll catch it and kill it. 17-7 now for Tanner, bubbling up and encircling this. Nisei rifles will win at range against Pioneer SVTs. 18-6 now for Tanner. Things falling apart for Farid. 6-pounders need to move up. I'm not sure what Tanner's leaving those there for. I'm sure he's just distracted. There's a lot going on, obviously. Here comes the Grenadier DP, but there's converted gunners and everything in the way. Triple tick will solve this game very quickly. Stuck 3 doing lots of damage. The Pack 40 did die. I don't know what to, but it's gone. Blackverling's still around, though. 18-6 unstopped at the moment. More Stug 3s coming in. These Lukes are still a pain to deal with. It's not like they are very dangerous for Tanner because he has limited AT at the moment. But they got to get in the right spots. Nisei and converted gunners pushing right on through. Tanner's going deep with them, very deep. Does not care. Lukes may have something to say about that, though. Unless the Nisei Rifles catches that Lukes out. It's not going for it currently. But if it moves this way and the Lukes gets a little closer right here, he could kill him. Still 18-6, still the triple tick. M4A1 chopping through infantry. Shermans are so good against infantry. It's so frustrating. It's what they do. I get that, but still. Nisei Rifles making a run. Luke's 2 is blind. That's the issue. Completely blind. This Luke's went down to the M4A1. The M4A1 going after the Stug 3 now. Will it get the penetration it's looking for? No, a bounce. How much armor does this thing have? Not the M4. I'm talking about the Stug 3. Only 70 millimeters of penetration. It should be getting killed here. But it's getting away. Every meter back means lower chance of penetration, and it gets away. Still 18-6, though. Farid throwing all these troops out, but not getting any flags. These Grenadier DP are... I mean, they're Gavardia. For all intents and purposes, they're Gavardia. With a Panzerfaust. I'll give them that. They have a Panzerfaust. Nisei Rifles in the back, causing a big bubble. Still 18-6. Tanner keeps dropping a beacon on this AA, but there's nothing to kill it. So I'm not sure if he's just like forgetting where it's at later. I'm not 100% sure. Converted gunners eating these Grenadiers alive. They have no chance. The converted gunners are so much better. Just lacking AT. Grenadier DP trying to get in, but the 50 cal will ruin that dream. We'll force it unload, and the Nisei Rifles will just chop it up with the 50 cal. There's the napalm strike. Killing off some infantry, but that's about it. Seemed like a surprisingly aggressive use of that. P-47 hurts some infantry. Blackverling, not... I mean, it should kill off something here. Yep, there goes the P-51. Weapons jam on the P-47, because why not? Here comes a 203. He must have saved up quite a while for this little combo here. Nisei Rifles getting spotted by the Stug 3. That's a bit of an issue for him. 20-4, though, in Tanner's favor right now. M4A1 coming after this Luke's. He's out for blood. Grabbing this flag back here as well. What a turnaround here by Tanner. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's with Tanner's games, but they're always exciting. He always puts up a good fight, but it's never so good that it's like an easy win. It's always like he's fighting. Farid also a very good player, so I mean, it's not surprising that it took some work. Stug 3 chasing after this M4A1. Who will get the line of sight first? M4A1 gets the line of sight, hits the first hit on the Stug 3. Stug 3 gets its pen as well. Will it get the magic bounce it needs? It will not. Ah, that's the Stug 3 I know and love. Close range Sherman just absolutely destroys it, which it should. And that's the game. Farid throwing in the towel. 37 minutes and 52 seconds here on Bobr. What a match. 4,045 kills for P.Uri.Tanner, 3,105 kills for Farid. That was a thrilling match there. Both of those games. If you didn't see game one, make sure to go check that out. Converted Gunners just destroying a whole bunch of infantry. What a Chad. Let's see here. P51. This is a fighter. Took down a whole bunch of stuff. I still can't believe Tanner refused to call in one piece of AA after that first one. He was just like, okay, that was it. If this first AA piece doesn't do it, I'm not calling any more in. Screw it. I don't care. I mean, I get the argument. Like, if you're calling an AA, you're not calling in frontline troops. Fine. But like one piece of AA would have been reasonable. It's Pack 40 doing some really nice work. I think that one was up north, I have to assume. Foggerwolf taking out 3 artillery pieces. I've never seen that. Anything else doing extraordinary things? No, this flak drilling that, again, Tanner just didn't care. Like, screw you, AA. I don't need it. I don't care about it. It shall do nothing. If you guys enjoyed that, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.